Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. Obviously, I think the Nikkei in Japan it sort of affected the markets today, and it went into bear territory, and it left quite a bit of a negative sentiment, obviously, over at the Asian markets. And you can see, I think originally we were up as high as 4930, which was looking quite bullish, and then bang, down she goes again. It looks again going to that 4,800 range, which is if you just kind of tie this up a little bit, it is a little bit of arguably a little bit of support around these levels, but again, it's our market's looking decidedly fairly ugly. We really do need to pick it up and obviously get some sort of trend and some movement upwards. And you can see the Dow last night actually kicked off pretty well in the end of the day. Just I think the fear of what's going on in China and the general markets, it just the bears came back in and bang, down she went again. I think importantly she's still holding that $16,000 level, and we just hope she does hold those sort of levels. I think the future in the next 2 or 3 weeks is very much in the balance, and we're watching it here as carefully as we can. Equity Story. Just Northern Star. We took profits today, and I think a little bit is just we feel that I think gold's a great place to go, and I think we're going to make a lot more money with Northern Star. I think it's the best place to play the gold story. But we've made a good profit on it. We've made 42%. It does, the way the stock moves, you can see how it moves in these increments upwards. It's had a little move, and I do think it could potentially go a little bit higher, maybe you know, this sort of level, but it has moved a long way from the moving average. I do think gold will have its final hurdle down, possibly just under 1,000, and I think we'll be able to buy Northern Star a lot cheaper, possibly in a few months. So at the end of the day, like I always say to everyone, we're in the business of making money. We've made money, we've taken it, and we'll look for the next deal. I just like to obviously bring attention to a new 3-year growth we put out today, which is again Catapult. I do encourage all members to go to the website and read up about the story. Again, we're largely looking at, I think, obviously the things around the world are looking a little bit shaky, so a lot of the companies we're looking to are companies that we don't believe the earnings will be too badly affected if we get sort of worst case scenarios. I think Catapult is one of these. Great little business model. They supply technical assistance. They monitor sort of heart rates and perspiration and a whole lot of very important data to Premier League soccer teams and NFL rugby teams, and to basically get the most out of their sports people. Again, I think sport, good, you know, these major sporting sort of, you know, Real Madrid, I mean, these companies are major institutions, and I don't think really, to be honest, whatever happens in the world should affect this company's growth forecast too much. So we're really happy to add Catapult as a 3-year growth story. We believe over the next sort of 3 years we can do very well on this stock. I think just again bringing the attention to the amazing little LPE. Again, it's absolutely trading beautifully, and I do think she'll definitely hold this sort of around this sort of 3 level, worse this 2.8, and I do think when this stock moves, I think she could go on a real run. And I do liken this stock to something like Alexium in the early days. If I just want to talk about how shares can move. Alexium's up to $1 now, and I mean, if you go back in the early days of Alexium, it really did this. Really, just, you know, the story was getting on here, which suddenly moved to 12 cents, and the market hadn't really woken up to it. And then suddenly, bang, the market wakes up to these stories, and I think you're going to see the same sort of movement, I think, in the next 3 or 4 months with LP. And I think when the market wakes up to the story, potentially you could see a huge story develop. So I'm really excited about the company, and I'm really excited about the prospects. I think really there's sort of not too much to go on about tonight. I think it'll be a little bit more interesting tomorrow. What happens on the Dow, and again, we'd like to welcome a lot of new members to Equity Story, and we really hope you enjoy the service as much as everybody else has been enjoying. Anyway, I look forward to bringing this report tomorrow night, and good night, and thank you very much.